Disturbing footages emanate from the Monday Night Robbery at Paduma 3 Asokoro in Abuja. Residents as well as victims alleged that the operation was carried out by well-armed Fulani bandits who took charge of the area within the hours of 10 p.m. until midnight. Resident statements claim that there were a sporadic fire exchange between the Fulani militia and security operatives, which afterward led to the release of the two female victims of kidnapping as upheld by the authorities. However, the kidnapped victims recount their traumatic ordeal in direct opposition to the published statement of the authority.
We are the victims of Monday night incidents by the Fulani herdsmen. It was exactly 10:37 when we heard noise from our opposite neighbor's house, dragging and fighting. So maybe we felt like something was going on. Not until it was serious, and the next minute we saw one of them in our gates trying to break the padlock. I had to peep. I wasn't sure of what I was saying because I wasn't feeling so fine. I was very sick, excessively sick. I've been going to the hospital for about 2 weeks. So my sister had to tell me to come out so that I don't collapse along the line because I'm also having low BP. My sister had to peep. Immediately she said, thieves. We had to keep quiet. We started making calls to inform them that, there are thieves in the area. They said they are aware, they are doing things, they are coming. These people struggle to open our padlock because we use a very strong one. They had to keep breaking it before they finally succeeded. Then when they broke the padlock, they broke into the door, they came inside and told us to lie down. They started beating us mercilessly that we should give them money. We gave them all the money we had in the house, but they didn't do anything about it. They collected it, opened our fridge, collected the bread, collected the water. We are begging them, that we will still give them more money. They were beating us. They were hitting us, slapping us, blowing our eyes. So finally they brought us outside. We are begging them because they were Fulani. The next thing is to kidnap us. They took us outside. We are still begging. I was begging them that I'm having low BP and I can pass out at any time. They did nothing about it. We stayed outside. My sister was begging on my behalf so that they will leave me, that I'm very down. But they did nothing about it. So after the whole incident, they were trying to break into other people's door. One of our neighbors escaped through the ceiling, so they were not able to get him. So after everything, as they were breaking one of our neighbor's door, we tried to jump the fence. If anybody was around to rescue us, we would have succeeded, but nobody. Then we finally saw a way to run out of the gates because all of them were inside the other house. As we were running, we have already gone out to the road where we feel like somebody would have rescued us, but nobody. What happened? They now shot gun at us. We had to hide from the bullet so that it doesn't get to us. So after it, we had to surrender. That was where we proceeded down to the bush. I was already weak. My sister kept begging, please, that they should leave me. They were hitting me. Later on, they started hitting my sister too, telling us to go. At a point, I told them that I need water. They will slap me. They will blow my eyes. I collected water from them. When I got water from them, I had to drink. I even begged them to please carry me, that I can't move again, that I'm even dying. They didn't listen. Their heart was just at the back. They kept on hitting me. So later on, we proceeded into the bush. That was where they tortured us brutally. They beat the living hell out of us mercilessly. So out of God's intervention, after they tortured us, they saw that we were already passing out. They now told us to go. They were still inside that bush smoking. Then we started going outside. One of them used their dagger to injure me on my eyes. I have a very big injury on my eye. We now proceeded out of the bush. That was where we met the police people standing right in front of the bush. They now had to take us to the hospital. Then after taking us to the hospital, they were there till one day, left a woman with us till morning. So later on, the police woman called me and asked me that once they discharge us, we should come to the station. I told her, "Ma, please, while we come into the station," she said we should come and make statement. I asked her, "Okay, the bills, are you people going to take charge of the bills?" They said no. And I said, so there's no point of me coming there because I'm traumatized. I'm in so much pain. My body hurts. We have been crying since. This is something we don't think we would get over. We're in so much pain, and all you could say is to come and make a statement. So we don't know what to do. We stayed there, we did the necessary test there, and after it, we cleared the bills and we left the hospital. That's it. Is there anything you want to add?
The only thing I want to add is that the only thing the Nigerian police did for us in this whole thing is to drive us to the hospital. They were in no part responsible or part of our release. We were only released because the Fulani herdsmen chose to release us. Police people did not engage them in any sort of gunshot, in any sort of nothing. There was no engagement. They were standing at the threshold there where we were in the bush, and by the time we came out, we saw them. I just want to emphasize that. And then this our area. We see Abuja government working on building new roads, working on doing so many things, but they will not get into the interior parts that needs actual protection and security. This area is very volatile. There has been several incidents of Fulani attacks.